now we want to get to Katie Connor, who has been out getting some more information on this particular fire. Katie, have you heard anything else from fire crews as far as where they're going to go as when it comes to fighting this fire?
You know, they are going to be rotated out. The firefighters that were out there all day long are being rotated out with the overnight crew. They're going out, continuing to fight those flames, and also what's going to be continuing overnight is also the planes will continue to drop water and retardant. But like you were saying, this is going to be the worst casualty for firefighters in state history. 19 were found dead today. Their bodies were recovered just earlier this evening. 18 of those were with Granite Mountain Hotshot crew, and that's with Prescott Fire. One was unaccounted for what agency he was with, and that's why there was 19 found. Now, the hotshot crew, these are the guys that go in first. They cut the lines, they clear all the brush. Mike Reichling with the incident command says these are the guys that are in the best shape. They are prepared for this, they train for this. This is what they do. They eat, breathe, sleep all this training all year long for wildfires like this. And today's tragedy just making this all the more unthinkable how it could actually happen. Now, a helicopter spotted a group of these firefighters, these 19 men, earlier this afternoon, surrounded by the fire. And that's when 20 firefighters were spotted. One of those firefighters were actually able to escape from the fire and the flames, but those 19 were later recovered around 6 this evening. Now, meanwhile, the hard thing with such a tragedy like this, firefighters still have to go back out and fight this Yarnell fire. They have to, face to face these flames, and it's just continuing to burn out of control. It is still 0% contained this evening. In the town of Yarnell, there's about 500 structures. That includes businesses and homes. 250 are burned this evening. That is half of the small town of Yarnell. Imagine what the devastation that's going to do to the community. I talked with the incident command, Mike Reichling, and he said that number could actually go up from 250 depending on when they actually can get in there, when the smoke goes away, and see how much damage was done. He does expect that number to probably go up. Over in Peoples Valley, luckily there all structures were saved. Now, when we arrived to the fire around 3:15 this afternoon, we came in off of Highway 89. We were just on the side of the highway shooting video. We could see the flames actually coming over the ridge, starting to peek over. We were there for about 45 minutes until the fire just got too close and we were told to leave because of danger reasons. And it's this is how dangerous this fire is. It's fast moving and it's just going in all different directions. Crews really can't predict what or where it's going to go next. Meanwhile, evacuations are still in place for people in Yarnell, for the town of Yarnell and People County. Evacuation center set up at Yavapai College. Now that's for about 600 people this evening. The latest on the fire so far, 2,000 acres have burned. Putting this into perspective for you, last night, 8 acres, that's how big the fire was. Around noon today, 200 acres had burned, and now it's more than 2,000, and that's how fast and how these flames have just exploded in this area. Tomorrow, federal resources will be available. Planes, again, they're going to be working overnight and also to tomorrow, dropping water and retardant on the flames. And something that one of the crew members told me earlier, just to kind of put in perspective, these flames, when they were dropping retardant, the flames literally just shot right through. And it's this kind of dangerous conditions that firefighters are facing that unfortunately led to the death of 19 firefighters that we saw earlier today. Stephanie?
Katie Connor, thanks so much for talking with us a little bit. What can you tell us about the Red Cross shelter there? Because I know, in addition to losing these firefighters, and obviously that's something that is on the minds of a lot of people, this is a multiple tragedy because we have so many people in Yarnell who have lost their homes. They've lost everything that they had in those homes as well. They are staying in Red Cross shelters tonight and wondering what comes next. Can you give us an idea of exactly what's happening in some of these shelters up there, what some of these people are going through?
Yeah, that's right. The Yavapai, it's up at the Yavapai Community College, and cots, food, everything set up for them to be able to spend the night. And fire crews say they're going to be here for at least another week. So these people are going to be displaced for a very long time, and Red Cross will be there. The center is up in Prescott. They'll be there this whole entire time, helping them, start to rebuild their lives, rebuild their homes, and figure out what exactly steps they need to take next, whether that be getting, help from the government and all that kind of stuff. So Red Cross is really going to be walking them through all of that.
And Katie, I know that you had mentioned earlier that some of the firefighters who were taking a break were coming to the high school where you're stationed at now. Have you been able to speak with any of them, and what's the mood like there?
I haven't approached any of them. We were asked to leave them alone as they come in and kind of get some rest for the evening. But, they just walk, they come in off the trucks, they walk in with their heads down. So I'm sure just I can't imagine what it's like coming off of those fire lines, especially knowing that a lot of these best friends, pretty much like family members, died today in the same fire that they were out at.
All right, Katie Connor reporting for us tonight. We'll check back in with you in just a bit as you learn some more information.